I'm going to share with you some of the work made possible by all of you stopping by today. Because together at the SGCWA, our goal is to collaborate, innovate, and create one world where life can thrive. To kick off our tour though, we're going to get right where your day at the zoo began, out here in the front plaza. And out here in the front of the zoo, you've got an adventure in every direction you look, beginning with our first area to explore coming up on our right side. To our right, we're passing by Treetops Way, or later on today, you can come back to visit jungles from around the world for gorillas, orangutan, barramusa, and many more rainforest animals waiting for you too. But with the jungles to our right side, Discovery Outpost on our left has a lot more adventures. Down that way, you can find the Reptile House Mesa, take a flight on the Skyfall Hero tram, see the kids area at the Explorers Base Camp, or at 2 o'clock, stop by Wegaworth Bowl for Wildlife Wonders, our free animal ambassadors demonstration, where a lot of the animals come on out to say hi, plus show off some of their amazing abilities too. But for right now on our tour, we're going to make our way downhill into that rainforest we planted right here in San Diego. This is our lost forest, and really soon we need all the homes of our rainforest animals. But before we get down to them, we do have just a couple quick safety tips for our bus ride today. As we head around the zoo, if everyone could help me out, please remember to keep our arms, legs, personal belongings, and your loved ones too inside of us at all times. It'd be really helpful. But along our ride, if something does fall off the bus, don't stress out. We'll make a phone call right away and make sure that somebody comes by, picks up that lost item, and turns it into a lost and found. After our tour is over, they're going to be waiting for you next to front plaza area at the Tourist and Memberships booth. And last but not least, at any time during our ride, you're more than welcome to stand up in your seats. And when we have that air brake on, even walk around for a better view. But while we're in motion, if you stand up, just make sure to hold onto those safety rails on top of your seats and have your feet down on the ground. But with all of our announcements over, we're going to kick off our ride in Southeast Asia and look to the back middle section because we have a tiger walking around to say hi. That is our big guy, Connor. And we're going to throw our air brake on right about here's a good place for us to stop. And with that air brake now on, you are more than welcome to stand up and walk around, get a better view of this bright orange cat. Like I just said though, look at Connor. Probably the most notable feature is that orange fur on his body. But believe it or not, the fur that we know is orange actually looks as green as the rainforest around us to all those animals tigers hunt. All those deer and gazelle tigers eat are all colorblind. They can't see any red or orange light. So to them, this cat blends in really well with the green forest greenery. And by having those black stripes on his back, it even makes his body really small segments. So almost looking at shifting grasses he hunts from. Now at the zoo though, this guy is hunting right now to our right side. Walking around, he's actually trying to figure out where we put out some snacks today. He's not going to be eating deer and gazelle. Somewhere in this habitat right now are meatballs for him this morning, his favorite breakfast. And we play with him a little bit by introducing different smells. We actually use lemon extract, so he's trying to use that great sense of smell to pick up the path of that meatball, smelling the lemon extract, and eventually find it in some of the crevices around this habitat. But meatballs are only the snacks that he gets here at the zoo, and enrichment takes a lot of different shapes and forms. Enrichment is any way we get a chance to interact with the animals, getting them up, active, engaged in their surroundings, behaving, thinking. Look at this guy even getting a chance to use all this on their instincts. Besides lemon extract, if you know cats at home, you know they love smells. Big cats are the same way, and a big cat's favorite smell in a zoo is Chanel No. 5. So if you wear that perfume, chances are they're going to love you today. Now besides that though, enrichment is really customized to fit everyone, and we're going to see a lot of great examples right now on our tour. The tigers to our right side love those different smells, but our elephants in Elephant Odyssey like to solve puzzles. We'll see them solving some over there. And towards the end of our ride, we visit our baby bears, Suyana and Francisco. We're going to see them exploring their homes for a lot of nesting materials to build their very first nest high up off the ground with the help of their mom, Alma. But before we get over there, we're going to make our way out of Asia right now and cross into an African rainforest next. And during your time at the zoo today, don't forget to check out the plants. I know you're here to see the animals, but you're also visiting one of the largest botanical gardens in the entire country. Just here at the zoo today, there is almost 700,000 plants, and many of these plants that we're passing by right now are found nowhere else in the entire world. Just like animals, plants around the world are becoming in danger right now from climate change, habitat loss, and sometimes even from us collecting them for our own gardens. But as you can tell down here, the plants are definitely thriving here at the zoo, and it's really important to protect them because they're the base for any healthy ecosystem, and many species rely on them, including the residents of this habitat coming up next to our right side. Look to the very top right corner of the climbing structure to find a couple of monkeys checking us out. These are our family of Allen swamp monkeys and red-tailed Lennon. And when they're not relaxing up in these tree branches, you're going to see them picking up twigs, leaves, and pretty much anything else in the habitat to weave together into a monkey version of a fishing rod. They're native to river areas around Africa, where to grab their breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they go fishing. It's a natural behavior for them, and they do it right here at the zoo every morning too. So once they wake up, they pick up all those materials, weave them together, and then make their way back to the waterfall in the back middle section to grab their snacks out as they float on by. But just like the little kids, the toddlers to our right side also do their midday naps. So if you find yourself down here around 12 o'clock, it'll mostly be your adults out. The juveniles will be right back out closer to 1:30. To make your way back in the tigers and monkeys zone after our ride is over, your journey is going to get to our right side at navigator 15. And from this point, hop on a hippo trail to our right for those tigers and monkeys. But you've got some more areas to explore along the way. Going up the little hill to our right side will take you to the Asian cat's habitat to see the snow and amber leopards. And if you walk straight down the path behind us now, you can head back to the Lost Forest to find our baby girl red panda. She's now 3 months old and exploring her home with the help of her mom, Tira. Now don't worry though, you don't have to remember all this info. All the animals and areas you see around the zoo today are marked out on our paper maps. And if you're following along with those maps right now, we're in the very top left corner, passing by our flamboyants of flamingos right here on our left side. Flamboyants is a special word that means a flock or family group, and we have two different families right here on our left. The brightest pink flamingos are American flamingo, living right here in the Caribbean Sea area of North America. And just a little lighter pink in color are their cousins from Africa, the greater flamingo. If you don't have a map though, you can also download our online zoo app, a really great way to plan out your day, find your favorite animals, and even serves as index for the important symbols you'll see around the zoo. And we've got one of those important symbols right here on our left side, this yellow kangaroo. Remember today, it's going to make your life really easy. This is a kangaroo bus stop, and if you've never heard of it before, the kangaroo bus is the zoo's transportation bus. Beginning every day at 10:30 and any tonight as we close our doors, the kangaroo bus climbs up and down the hills to 4 different bus stops. Where like a kangaroo, you can hop on or off to find all of your favorite animals very fast. And just like our tour buses, there's no special ticket required for them. They're included with your admission today and are a really great way to hop around and see all of your favorite animals. We're going to cover all 4 stops right now on our tour, but stop 2 that we just saw is all for those bird lovers. We had the flamingos on our left, and right here on our right side we're passing by Eagle Trail, home to birds of prey from around the world, like our condors and Harvey's eagle. But coming around this corner, we're now headed back over to Africa, and to our right side are the savanna grasslands next. Keep your eyes open on our right side for some famous black and white stripes belonging to our 3-girl zebra. They're famous for that pattern, but it's not just for looks. The stripes have a really important job. By having that pattern, it makes it really hard for lions, leopards, and even mosquitoes to know where one of these girls ends and the next one begins. And like you can see right now in the front of the habitat, that's why they're always standing together. It's all about blending in with each other to protect one another. But on our savannas, the zebras aren't alone. We've got a couple more savanna species to find around the corner. The little guys to my right side are called Sphinx gazelle. They're the clowns of the savannah. When they think they're in trouble, they fill their nose full of air and they quickly force it out. And by doing this, they hump their noses at the clowns.
오케이. 엄청 많아.
So when they think they're in trouble, they feel that noticeable air quickly pours out. Sounds exactly like a clown, so might just hear it today. And with the white stripes on our back to our right side, you may just see our lesser kudu babies. For June 28th, July 17th, we have 2 baby girls exploring the habitat right here on our right side today. But with Africa to our right side, here on our left is the northern frontier, the North Pole area, where you can find all those different Arctic animals. Over here you see the aviary for many birds, and for now, we're going to tuck over to our left side to find out what our polar bear family are up to. We have 3 of them at the zoo today, a big guy named Kaluk, his twin sister Takik, and their best friend, a girl named Chinook. And with that air break now on, you are more than welcome to stand up, walk around, and try to get a better view of the polar bears together. Now from my vantage point though, it looks like our polar bears are across the habitat in the grassy hills, and look across the plume into that very back right corner to try to find them. But when you stop on down your day, also look around their fur, because you may just see some science happening right here at the zoo. At the 샌디에고 Zoo, the polar bears that live here on our left side are actually scientists. And right now in teamwork with an organization called Polar Bears International, Taki, Kaluk, and Chinook are helping us develop a brand new way to track polar bears in the Arctic Circle. They're helping us design, in collaboration with an organization called Polar Bears International, something called Fur on Fur. It's a polar bear version of a Fitbit or an Apple Watch. If you have one on right now, you already know how it works. But really soon, our polar bears are going to wear them to track their heart rate, their location, and much more vital info. And if it works right here at the zoo, mostly by not falling off too early, we can start to use it in the northern frontier to study polar bear migration patterns. Really important, we're trying to figure out how many of these animals are still remaining in the world. If you're looking for that view of the polar bear habitat, it's coming up right now on our left again. But on our right side, we also have our aerodynamic breakfast and our family Jacoa peccaries running around. But at any time today, if you want to come back to this side of the zoo, the fastest way to get right back here is coming up in front of us. We're looking at the west end of the Skyfall Aero Tram, or east end of the Brook Plaza. But you can catch it from either end all day long for a one-way trip. It's also got a lot of great views of downtown 샌디에고, Balboa Park, and a chance to fly directly over the gorillas and orangutan that live in the Lost Forest. But if you're looking to get out of the heat a little bit today, check out the 4D Theater now to our right side, where you can travel out of the zoo alongside Mystery Inc. and Scoop, the 4D experience. If you've heard of 3D though, 4D is a little bit different. It picks up our 3D things up and throws it into the sights, smells, and actually the entire environment around you. So here in the theater, you're gonna feel your seat shake. You're gonna feel rated with effects. Like I said before, leave our zoo behind and check out that 15-minute show. But speaking of smells, use your sense of smell to try to find our next animals. Coming up now on our right side is a serrano, a grassland from South America.